Welcome back, squad. Looking at some stats from week 6 going into week 7. Let's go. Up first for the Lions is David Montgomery. He had a 31% snap share this past week, which is not great. Campbell came out and said he'd like it to be more balanced, which I believe him. I don't think he's lying, but it's just hard when the numbers look like this. He had a 25% RB snap share, which is maybe more concerning. And if you look at his numbers, they're not great. I mean, the snap shares consistently, other than the Cincinnati game, have been bad. As you can see, like this Cleveland game. So I'm a little concerned about him. Hopefully they give him more work, but that's something to note. Up next, the leading route runner for the Chargers this past week was Trey Harris. He had 83% of the snaps. He had 5 targets, 4 catches. Not a crazy stat line, but he was on the field more than any wide receiver, which is telling. Maybe that's QJ getting injured. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's interesting and noteworthy, Trey Harris. Next, we have to sadly go to the Jets, who looked like hot garbage this week. Justin Fields just was a disaster, as we know. Garrett Wilson got hurt, but Fields looked bad either way. Yeah, it's the Broncos, I guess. Yeah, the coaching's bad, da-da-da-da-da. It's still, he looks like he's drowning in a puddle. It's just hard to watch. And Mason Taylor, obviously there was some concern with the one catch, but he was on the field 96% of the time, which is encouraging. I'm not super worried about him. I'm more worried about the Jets as an offense than I'm worried about him specifically. I think Taylor will be fine as long as, they can compete in a football game. Big question. Up next, Bo Nix completed 3 passes in the second half, which is bad. The Jets defense really got a lot better in a week. I don't know what changed really, but here we are. And Evan Ingram finished with just under 10 fantasy points, but his targets are remaining pretty consistent, which is nice to see. Over the past 3 games, he's had 7 targets, 6 targets, and 6 targets. His snap share is still not great. It's below 50%, but his route running is just above 50%. So I just need him to play on the field slightly more before I trust him. He's still good, but I just need a little bit more. Harold Fannin had 10 targets this past week on an 80% snap. He looks good. He looks really good. And Njoku got hurt. We don't know the extent of the injury just yet, but I'm interested to see and monitor that. Obviously, if Njoku's out, you need to go get Fannin. Jacory played 66% of the snaps on Monday night, which is a big jump from where he has been. He also had 17 carries. His stat line was not amazing, but I would go buy him. This offense is fun to watch, and their schedule is a cakewalk. He looks good. He's not going to be on the field a crazy amount. Like, he's not going to hit 80% in my mind, but 66% is not a bad option. That's more than like Travis Etienne. So I would take that for sure. BTJ had 10 targets and finally had a solid game to land on, which is awesome to see. He had 23 fantasy points and got in the end zone. He had a 37% first read target share, which is huge for him. Love to see it. BTJ might just be back. The Pats running back room is rough. Travion Henderson played 30% of snaps, which is the lowest all season for him somehow. They would just rather put their punter in at running back, I guess. It's hard to watch. He had under 5 fantasy points. You just can't trust anyone because Ramondre had less than 2 yards a carry. It's bad. It's tough. So if you have a Pats running back praying for you, don't really know what to tell you. It's just tough. Cade Otton, I think, is flying under a lot of radars with all the injuries to the Bucs wide receivers. This has happened before in the past, and his target share shoots up. He's already on the field 80, 90, this past week 100% of the plays. So I think it's going to just continue to improve and get more targets. If you look at last year when they had a lot of injuries, he was in that 10, 11 range of targets. He had a game with 6, but overall he gets targeted way more than he normally does because who else are they going to throw the ball to? This past week he had 6 targets, and you like to see that volume. He's a sneaky one that people just kind of forget about because he's there all the time. But now that he's getting targets or could get targets, he's interesting, Cade Otton. And I get it's scary. It's the Kansas City backfield, but Isaiah Pacheco was on the field a lot. He was on the field 77% of the time for the Chiefs, which is way more than Kareem Hunt was. And he had 12 carries for 51 yards. Not insane, nothing wild, no touchdowns. His points weren't that good. But they kind of are trusting him more and more, which is cool to see. And 77% is great for him. I think that will improve. I think they're going to get in the end zone more. They've been throwing it a lot, but if they trust Pacheco, I'm interested in him as a good buy low. Anyway, thanks for staying tuned. Hope you guys liked it. There's some more stats coming every single week. Excited about it. Looking forward to week 7. Let's go. Peace out.